Guess who's in studio with us? Fred Arnold's with us, and we ain't talking mortgages, right, Fred?
No, we're going to talk
No, no.
College of the Canyons.
College. You actually now. I ask everybody the same question. Have you been recently checked for mental health? Because anybody who runs for office needs to have some kind of
I know,
mental health check.
I got to say one thing. It's a nonpartisan race, but it's become partisan, which is unfortunate, sad. It's really about the student. It's about student success. It's about re-education in the workforce. It's about, being your best self. It's about a hand up, not a handout. And unfortunately it has. So, yes, it's been a very good learning experience, but I'm very involved in the college, and I'm excited to run for the Board of Trustees, Area 3.
No, you're exactly right, though. It has become partisan because it's become about ideologies, which it never should have been. And I will tell you, at my level, I've got relationships with Democrats on other school boards, and because we understand it's about education, it's not about party.
Yeah, there's no doubt, and there's plenty of people on both sides of the aisle, great citizens that do the right thing, and the reason why the Board of Trustees, Joe, as you know, was created many years ago was for checks and balances, fiscal oversight.
Yeah.
That's not a right or left issue. That
No.
is a community issue. That is a looking at things from a different lens, a different set of eyes, and I think that's what we have to keep in mind when we're going to run for school boards. It's about checks and balances, and it's about fiscal responsibility and making sure that people's money and the education happens.
Yeah, I'm going to get a little political on you here because I think you saw the email that went out by the colleges. I think it had to do with their union, who are touting all Democrat, liberal type of people, and whether you're in agreement with that or not, you have to have a balance. You have to have a balance on the board. I'm okay with liberal ideas, but you need conservative ideas to be able to meet the middle and come up with a proper education. Correct?
Yeah, and you just look at on the federal side. You think about how if one side owns Congress, if you will, or has a majority and the presidency, there's no checks and balances.
No.
And that's what this country's been based on is not ideology. It's been based on compromise. It's been based on capitalism. It's been based on a hand up, not a handout. It's been based on principles of hard work and fair dealings. And yes, there's a lot of things in our country that's happened over the years that needed to be righted. And I think we're headed in a positive direction for that, without a doubt. But it's important. Balance is critical. All conversations are important, and all voices should be heard.
Yeah. Now you've been around this valley for. You had dark black hair when.
I did.
Right?
Short, dark back hair.
30 plus years.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Okay.
And I love it here. And Carl and Jerry Goldman really got me involved in the community, and I just seized it. I remember Don Fleming once telling me, Fred, this community just has everything you could ever want. Protect it and do the right thing and serve.
Yeah, I had a discussion with Jason Gibbs when Don's wife was being honored on the street over there, and I said, look around, you see these guys, and most of the young people don't get it, but a lot of these guys that were there, these old white-haired guys, were the guys that set the foundation in this valley, that worked hard to make this valley what it is today.
And I think that's critical.
Yeah.
When you think about people establishing in the valley, Diane Van Hook, Dr. Van Hook, did a phenomenal job for 35 years, and the direction she took the college with a vision, and take it from 200,000 square feet to over 1 million square feet. Bond issues, rebuilding the college, education, well-paid full-time faculty, which is fabulous. Adjuncts that go deep in their knowledge to be able to train these students and educate these students. So definitely that vision needs to be carried on, and I think that I'm uniquely qualified from the business standpoint to do that.
Yeah. What are some of the things you see at the college that you'd like to see changed, for the better maybe? I know that, when I got elected, Diane Van Hook, I met with her, I knew her, but then I met with her right away because of Career Tech Ed. The needs for the valley at the time were some good, machinists and mechanics and all of that, and she was well aware and worked through it. What do you see coming up at the college that you might want to strengthen?
Yeah, I would say strengthen, and I think that the direction we were going in was the ATC, Advanced Technology Center, and that still is going to be built based on David Anders, the acting president right now, assured me, as I'm on the foundation board, we raise funds for the ATC and for student success, and he assured me that project is moving forward despite a lot of things that's coming out, and I think that's critical to teach today's students tomorrow's jobs and tomorrow's high-paying jobs.
Okay, we're going to go for a quick break. We'll come back. You know how this works. we'll finish up our conversation there. You're listening to Trending SCV, KHTS's morning show, helping you get in and around the valley, AM 1220, FM 98.1, here with Fred Arnold, running for the College of the Canyons Board of Trustees, which is a very important position. We'll be back in a bit. We're joined by Fred Arnold here. He's running for COC Board of Trustees with district areas now, so District Area 3. And which only simply means, this one thing that people get confused about, and we'll hit this in a second, is you still vote for, you still are involved in all of the COC community, but only the people in a small area could vote for you.
That is correct. It was an agreement that was made many years ago, as you know very well. So I'm in an area really of right in the middle of Valencia, all the way down to Saugus.
Right.
And those are the ones that can vote for me. But it's all trustees that make a contribution and a collaboration to make decisions for the college.
Yeah, and it's sad that not everybody gets to vote for all trustees,
No.
but whatever. Can't fix that now. All right, let's finish up on our conversation with the Advanced Technology Center, because Career Tech is it for me, and I was looking forward to that. There's rumors that may not be finished. Can you tell us what's going on?
Yeah, I'll head it head on. I talked to the PIO, Eric Harnish, and also the acting president, David Anders, and they were clear that the ATC is moving forward. Now, the current contract, the discussions are happening on how that looks.
Yeah.
The money's been allocated. So currently, I'm the chair of the Bond Oversight Committee, which makes sure the funds for student success, for construction at the college, so that students can succeed in great facilities, in good facilities, and safe facilities. We currently have issued the money. We have $70 million issued to work on 3 projects. We have 25 more we can issue. So about $95 million. The permanent ATC building, which will allow career tech, high-paying jobs, robotics, learning how to use 7-axis machines, high ability to go to school for 6 months to a year and have the skills necessary to get a high-paying job. That project is estimated about $30 million. And so the money's there for that, and they've assured us. There's 2 other projects I do want to mention, and that is the Health and Natural Sciences building at COC on the Canyon Country campus.
Okay.
That is slated, and we have the dollars for that. That's between 20 and 30 million on the construction of that project, and that helps build out College of the Canyons, Canyon Country.
No, let me help you a little bit here, because in talking with people all the time about College of the Canyons, you said the Canyon Country campus? You mean College of the Canyons has a Canyon Country campus?
Yeah, that part of access and equality, it's critical. We have a location on the other side of our great city. We got 325,000 people, so access is critical, and that allowed those on that side of town to access quickly. And a new project, but the last but not least, and I think it's important, and this is the student first, and that is the rebuilding of the university center. A lot of colleges, community colleges, have first-in-class community centers where students can collaborate, students can go, it's safe, it's clean, it's vibrant. A lot of students, some are homeless, some are living on beds, some are at their parents where maybe they're not as welcome. It's time for them to move on. They have a safe place to go, and I think we have to invest those dollars so that, they talk about mental health, they talk about collaboration, they talk about getting together with others. This group of students, if you will, this generation wants collaboration, and I think rebuilding that facility is absolutely critical. And as the chair of the Bond Oversight Committee, that's a priority for us.
Fred, do you have a way for people to, you have a website or a Facebook page or whatever, where they can find out where you stand on some of these issues, or even get a hold of you to find out?
Yeah, that'd be great. www.votefredarnold.com. And also, my cell phone number, just reach out to me, 818-612-5626. I would like your contributions, I'd like your thoughts, and I'd like to know how we can make an even better college than we have already.
So let me have some fun with you. If you really want the young vote, drop the www.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Right, Menji? Yeah.
I shouldn't say HTTP there?
/
I saw him like...
Yeah, I got it.
VoteFredArnold.com.
Yes.
You can check you out there. And you've been a long time member of the community, a long time supporter of the community. And before we go, real quick, I don't think people realize how important community involvement is in these seats.
Yes.
They think they're going to get in the seat. They don't have to know anybody. They don't have to have relationships with anybody. But it doesn't help you get things done, does it?
Yeah, I think I'm very uniquely qualified of all candidates, especially the ones that are currently sitting. I'm at community events every day. I own 3 businesses in town. I work really hard. That checks and balances is critical. But to have the voice of the community and know what the community needs, as far as jobs, as far as
Yep.
getting feedback. I'm not in a bubble, and that allows me a unique opportunity to listen
Yep.
and to bring that information back and make great decisions for student success. Also, we have great full-time faculty and adjuncts. Hearing from them and being the boots on the ground on classrooms. Zero textbooks is a big issue now. Cougar Cares, being able to provide resources for students that just need, they got a scholarship, but they can't fix their car.
Yeah.
How do we address that?
That's even if they own one.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
How do they get to class? So there's so many issues that
Yeah.
the current student has that I think is critical we listen to and we get feedback from, and that's why I'm uniquely qualified to be able to do that.
All right, well, cool. Fred, good. Well, I'm sure we'll have you back again, but
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. And really, thanks for what you do in the community, too. I know there's a lot of stuff you do. And he and I talk about it all the time. People actually do things in this community for the community. They're not looking for, the press release over it. They're just looking to get it done, and you're one of those guys. So,
Thank you. Thank you, Joe.
Thanks, and I'll pick up my check.
Thank you.
All right, thank you,
I'll pick up my check
Fred.
later for that. So,
Thank you.
anyhow, you're listening to Try to Get.